Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brady resists Marlena and Belle's pleadings to play along with Kristen, and Lani also discovers Abe. On today's episode of Days of Our Lives, Kristen's demands drive Brady too far. A second Salemite appears on Body and Soul, who may have had a second familiar address, and Jerry falters in the face of Lani's probing. Steve questions Whitley about her desire to resign at the hospital. She informs him that she is prepared for a new beginning in Scottsdale. Since she is one of 5 children, he is aware that she has family there. She queries how he knows that, startled. She was the final person to see Abe before he vanished, so he claims the FBI conducted a standard background check on her. Whitley tells a falsehood about it being Jerry. Before he left, he was skulking about Abe's chamber. If Steve needs Jerry's address, he phones John. When Lani knocks on the door, Jerry hesitates as he answers her inquiries about her father, specifically what he truly desired to convey to Theo on the docks. She observes that he appears anxious and begs him to share any information he has with her so she can have closure. He breaks down and says he's been lying about everything. Abe watches TV while high, his mouth hanging open and his eyes sleepy. With the same plaid robe and bewildered expression, Abe makes an appearance at Lorna's, played by Lauren Koslow, doorstep in Body and Soul. The most powerful ice cream magnate in the world is known by Lorna as Henry Marshall. He claims to be in the hospital after being attacked, but he is unable to identify his attacker. Before Belle inquires about Rachel, Belle and Brady discuss Abe on the bench in Horton Square. She surmises that he must be completely out of his mind with anxiety. Brady wants his daughter to come home, but he is aware of her whereabouts. As they converse, Marlena is attempting to persuade Kristen to return his child to him. At the Demira mansion, Kristen tells Marlena that, hypothetically speaking, even if she knew where Rachel was, she wouldn't tell her without receiving something in return. Marlena asks what she wants in an irritated manner. "Marlena, what the hell do you think I want?" Kristen exclaims. "I want to have custody of my daughter." Brady, according to Marlena, will never give her sole custody. Kristen is aware of it. She desires joint custody with Brady. Kristen advises Marlena speak with Belle now that she ostensibly understands how to handle the circumstance. When Marlena exits, Rachel appears from the hidden door dressed as a bear. Later in Body and Soul, Henry visits Lorna dressed to the nines. Given that the previous mayor of Pine View was possessed by the devil, she is eager for him to run for office. She will serve as his communications director. It sounds really familiar to Henry. According to Lorna, they had previously attempted it, but it had failed. No one or anything will be able to stop them this time. Mary Beth Evans' character Cassandra makes an appearance and announces that she has her own mayoral candidate. A woman, played by Jackie Harry, strolls out with enormous wavy black hair, a pearl necklace, and a dazzling low-cut dress. She is introduced by Cassandra as Sandra Clarkington. Sandra proclaims that her first item of business will be to demolish the town square and construct Clarkingtown, a new bargain retailer. A déjà vu-like feeling strikes Abe, and he recalls that he and Sandra had a daughter together. Brady and Belle are located by Marlena in the square. She claims that if Brady reconsiders their custody arrangement, Kristen will reveal Rachel's whereabouts. Brady erupts. He wants to get there right away, but Marlena cautions him not to provoke Kristen, since she might run away with Rachel if he does. Brady believes there must be something he can do, but Belle thinks it's unprofessional that Rachel vanished under his watch. Brady finds it unbelievable that they are supporting Kristen. The easier things will be down the road. According to Marlena, the better things are with Kristen right now. When Rachel told Kristen the attic was dangerous at the mansion, Kristen headed downstairs. She is also alone. It will only last for a short time longer, Kristen assures. She reminds Rachel that when the police search, she needs to don the costume to blend in with the other stuffed animals. Rachel worried that she'll scare her father. Kristen assures that it will soon be over. She promises to follow after for a tea party and sends Rachel back to the attic. At his apartment, Jerry tells Lani about how, at Whitley's request, he planted Abe's blood at the docks. Lani is terrified and wonders how Whitley obtained Abe's blood. Did she murder him? Jerry tells the boy, "Your father is alive," revealing that Whitley sedates him when he experiences memory flashbacks. Lani requests to know his location. Whitley intends to leave town with him, despite the fact that Jerry believes he is still at her place. Jerry apologizes once more as Lani flees. After Brady has left the square, Belle emails him a modified custody agreement. But she questions whether this is the proper course of action. The wisest course of action, in Marlena's opinion, is what is best for Rachel, who adores her mother. The new custody arrangement is given to Kristen by Brady when he visits the Demira mansion. She requests a pen because she is happy. Kristen is aware that Rachel will be located after she signs this. After signing, she gives it back to Brady so he can follow suit. Brady destroys it. Steve rings the doorbell of Jerry's apartment as he is ready to run away. Lani continues to bang on Whitley's door. The characters in Body and Soul hear the beating and Abe's head lolls. As Abe attempts to concentrate, Lani slams the door. She exclaims, "Oh my God, Daddy." Kristen has some serious requests. Little Rachel Black has made it difficult for Kristen Demira to uphold the terms of her custody agreement with Brady Black, despite her best efforts. She has little trouble leaving camp to demonstrate that she would rather be with her mother than her father. Kristen believes she has at last found a negotiating position now that Rachel wants to move in with her. In order to discuss the custody agreement with Marlena Evans, who can assist her in convincing Brady, she makes a visit to Marlena Evans. Last week, Marlena agreed to assist her with hypnosis. So perhaps there has been thawing in their friendship, and this week, she will assist her with the Rachel dilemma. He's a hot mess, Abe. Abe Carver begins to hallucinate while under the influence of whatever medicines crazy cat lady nurse Whitley is giving him. And he goes on a wild trip where he sees strange things that are actually not there. The inner workings of Abe's mind and what he is truly considering throughout this experience should be fascinating to observe. Whitley will have a lot more questions to address when Steve Johnson calls and inquires as to why she quit her job at the hospital around the time Abe vanished. Whitley is going to make yet another desperate move since things aren't looking good and the pressure is now on. Finally, Jerry Prentice is at his breaking point because of his role in what Whitley did to Abe. That's a step too far for him because he is aware that she is now drugging him. To tell Theo Carver the truth, he travels to visit him in person, but he finds it difficult to speak. He might have to, though, if Lani Price Grant is interested in hearing what this young man has to say. She is desperate to find out what happened to her father because she is aware that something is wrong and needs to be investigated. Watch Days of Our Lives on Peacock every weekday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to watch how these stories develop. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.